What's up guys, my name is JDCook5 and welcome back to another episode of the Bayern Munich career mode. We have a game straight away and we are away from home. Not the toughest of sides, I think we've got a few easy fixes in the Bundesliga, but I guess none of them are easy to some extent. I feel like the actual lower league teams can be a bit better when it comes against coming against the giants like Bayern Munich. In goal then we've got Diogo Costa, Baku, Van Dijk, Kerr and Matty Cash that makes up the back four. We've got the midfield three of Pellegrini, Ryberger and Havertz, and then Lorente, Richarlison and Xavi Simons making up the final three. Strong side, we've got some players that we can bring onto the bench that normally don't get game time in this league, so it'd be nice to see if we can get ahead and bring them on. 4 minutes gone and we are making an attack here. As you can see, they intercept it really well with Traore trying to kind of make a pass out of his box, but he's not able to. We pick it up really well, we take the shot and the keeper can only put it out for a corner kick. And now we get the corner with Kai Havertz trying to assess our options, see where we can whip it into. We initially get to it with Timo Kerr, a really good header and a really good save from the Mainz keeper. Really had to be on his toes there with that one. I felt like that was actually going to go in and that would have been his first goal for the club also. 12 minutes gone and Havertz is on the ball now and you can see he's got space, the gap is open, he's one-on-one and he hits it in the back of the net. Cool as you like in the 13th minute and then we are now 1-0 up in this tie. Really simple goal, he's got the pace and he had a little bit of space there, and as you can see the two defenders kind of were a little bit torn apart and they weren't able to kind of close the gap quick enough. With Havertz's pace being so strong, he glides into the box and a nice finish also from Kai Havertz. 18 minutes gone and there's a goal kick here, and we clear it really well to be honest, and we pick up the ball straight away. Baku making a 1-2 with Lorente, passing it between them two. He completely does Traore with him hitting onto the ground. He's got the space also and he hits a shot just from outside the box and he makes it 2-0. Baku, an unlikely goal scorer compared to the normal players that normally do get on the score sheet, but nice to see him there really well at goal. He sent Traore into next year with that little bit of skill. He completely hit the deck, allowing Baku with a load of space, and Mainz find themselves 2-0 down already. 32 minutes gone and Mainz are trying to see if they can do something with the ball, but it just doesn't seem to be going their way. Baku having a really good game and he picks up the ball in a nice bit of space, making a nice bit of pass. Sidney Ryberger, and finally he gets the goal that he really deserves. I mean, it's been so hard for him to get on the score sheet. We've had him at Levante, we brought him over to Bayern Munich, we knew what he could do. He's had really good performances, don't get me wrong, but this time now he gets his goal and he definitely proves what he can do. Really good goal, really quick bit of play. Mainz just not sharp in the defence kind of sides. Unfortunately for them, they aren't able to pick up the players and we are able to make the space, make the pass and put it in the back of the net. 42 minutes gone just before the end of the first half. Mainz are trying to do something here, but they just don't seem to be able to do anything. We're too quick, we're too sharp. We just seem to have all the qualities in this side. Nice bit of flair pass, as you can see, in Baku on the ball once again, and he's really having a good game, getting into them areas really well, and that would have been a classy goal from Richarlison as Havertz flicks it onto him with his back heel, and he wasn't able to find the back of the net, unfortunately. 61 minutes gone now, so we are into the second half. But in all honesty, with the strong lead that we have got, we don't need to play that much in terms of we don't need to be as aggressive and everything else. Unfortunately for us though, we do let it slip and we kind of lost the concentration. Traore gets a nice bit of better play into himself and he is able to run into the box, and he would have scored in all honesty. So I felt like I had to at least give myself the 50-50 chance of being able to try and save the penalty. So he's going to take it up, and we haven't had a penalty save from Diogo Costa as of yet, but we will do now, and I'm pretty sure that's the first penalty that we have come against. So first penalty, first save for Diogo Costa. Really good save, poor penalty. He knows the way he's going, he's read it completely well, and he finds himself putting it out and still keeping the clean sheet momentarily. A few youngsters coming on now, Martin coming on, Wanner coming on, and Molina coming on. Just be able to kind of freshen it up. We're 3-0 up, we don't need to worry about anything personally, and see if these boys can do anything in the Bundesliga. Mainz are doing really well though after that penalty, and unfortunately for us, they do get one goal back. It's probably only going to be a consolation situation with 20 minutes left of play. But I guess it's not the purpose. I would like to have had a clean sheet. We've had a strong performance. We just struggled to kind of not being able to concede at least the one goal. After that one though, you can see Molina on the ball and he's trying to create something to try and have an instant response as he finds Martin. Martin doesn't even bother taking a shot. He completely belts it into the back of the net. And it's so nice to have such a kind of reliable squad member. Even when he doesn't play much, he's always there. He's always getting monster goals. And Martin once again finds the back of the net after coming off the bench. Really good goal. Nice pass from Molina. He nearly got shrugged off the ball, but as you can see, he kind of composed himself. He had the strength. He loops it over the top, and Martin is able to put it into the back of the net with absolute style, leaving the keeper completely dazed as they literally only got one goal back themselves. Not that long left now, literally a couple minutes before the referee will blow his whistle. Mines want to get another goal, and they do so. A really classy one of that, to be honest. They did have a few good moments on display, personally. I don't think they were a bad team whatsoever, but just didn't seem to come together fully for them. After that, we have a simulation against Augsburg, 4-1 win. That puts us in a really good kind of position for where we want to be. And then we also have a massive game now, so we're in the thick and thin of the Champions League. After coming up against Real Madrid and beating them in the second leg, we now have the other Spanish giants of Barcelona, and once again this is a team that we know. We can definitely say that we are no stranger to this side whatsoever. We might have had a couple of changes along the line, but we are pretty familiar with the faces on the pitch. For us though, in goal, Diogo Costa. Baku maintains his spot with De Ligt there. He also teams up with Van Dijk, who had a decent game last game. He conceded that penalty, but he did do well. With also Maseruri coming in for Matty Cash. Pellegrini, Fernandes, Musiala as the midfield three, with Simmons, Moise Kean and Lorente on the right hand side. 9 minutes gone, as you can see, a switch of the play allows Lorente having a decent bit of space. Really good ball from Xavi Simmons as they pass it between each other. Kean does a fake shot. He gets past one man and we are pushing the ball really quickly and we're going up the field rapidly as Simmons weighs up his options. You've got Pellegrini there. He makes a pass to Lorente. He shrugs off his man. He goes through, and what a technical goal that was from Lorente. Brilliant stuff. I mean, you would not imagine that from that sort of position. The way the goal was worked, he was able to do so. I mean, it's a strange angle from where he's actually hit the ball also. So it's definitely not something that you can take easy and just have a free hit a goal. Really well done for Lorente, and we find ourselves 1-0 up really quickly. So a fantastic start against Barcelona. 14 minutes gone and Barcelona in our half now, trying to see if they can create anything. Verhalic is through. A nice challenge from De Ligt, and that gets the ball out of our area, and away we go. Pellegrini finding Simmons, but unfortunately Simmons can't do anything, but it does fall back to Pellegrini. Simmons is aware of that, and we've got a run being made. So is Jamal Musiala. We are literally trying to kind of get the ball as quickly as we can, as we literally intercept it there. Fernandes is found, and what a goal there is from Bruno. I mean, it looks so simple and so kind of easy more than anything. They were broken apart so well from that counter-attack. We took our time, we had the passes there. We got a bit lucky from passing it from the defender and then losing the ball, and we kind of picked it up really quickly. But nonetheless, a really good goal, and we are now 2-0 up in this tie. Really good start from us, and we are definitely bossing the sides of things. Straight after the restart, Barcelona are trying to get things underway as quick as possible. Dembele on the ball, and he completely sends Baku into next year as we can't do anything, and he runs into the box. He's got the options there. All he's got to do is square it, and so he does. Verhalic getting on the score sheet, so that makes it 2-1, bringing the game into a bit of touch there. As you can see, only a 1-goal deficit in this tie, definitely showing who could get back into this game, and they've definitely got the quality. Late into the second half now, it was a bit of a strange kind of affair after they scored. Getting into the second half now, and they do have an opportunity from a corner, and we try and clear our lines, and we can see we've got a lot of red shirts, but we've also got a wall of grey shirts also, as we try and see if we can make any sort of attack. Richarlison does really well with the ball, and as you can see, Fernandes is in from a nice pass from Lorente. Carrasco the substitute, and he whacks it into an empty net to make it 3-1, and a bit of a harsh one in Barcelona because they were competing really well after their first goal. It took me so long in the second half to even get back into things. I mean, we've only got 20 minutes left in this tie, but nevertheless we are 3-1 up, and a really well worked in the way of how quick we were going from the corner, and such a simple goal from Carrasco. You could not miss that. He could have even closed his eyes and still found the back of the net. Really comfortable seat that we are in now as we look to try and push on from this. 78 minutes gone and we're in again. Jamal Musiala, he completely sends the defender, and we are now 4-1 up. The tiki-taka kind of the way he was was moving it from left to right. He had then matched no defender, and he wasn't able to do anything, and Musiala was able to slide in there, and as you can see, the defender was on skates. He could not get past him whatsoever. He was going the complete opposite way. Really good goal from Jamal Musiala, and we are literally cementing our place in the next round more than anything. Obviously, you can't be too cocky, but with the kind of play that we have been like, and we're winning 4-1, you would like to think that that kind of cements our position. Even in the second leg, I think we can play a weaker side, or still kind of come with a top side and kind of see if we can dominate throughout. 86 minutes gone, and as you can see, we're on the ball for a fair bit here as Carrasco's trying to get his second of the game. Really good impact as a substitute as De Stegen clears his lines. Only just though, as he seems to fall out to Herald here as he's coming on to substitute. Great experience for him to be on the pitch in this such significant tie. He finds Carrasco, who's got the space, and Herald made the pass, and Richarlison there, he's through, and look at that, simple as that. Kai Havertz getting on the score sheet from literally another goal where it was tapping it into the back of the net with no one there also. Really good goal. So, I mean, we lost the ball a few times and we picked it back up. We got into a good position. Richarlison was lucky to get through. There was no point shooting when you had the option of Kai Havertz there. And luckily for us, we're accelerating in this tie and completely bypassing Barcelona. A really, really good result. And we're going to go into the second leg with such good kind of confidence and everything else. 2-0 in the simulation game against Hamburger SV as we prepare for the second leg in the Champions League. So we're going to play this one. I was in two minds whether to simulate, but I guess we've got to play this one against Barcelona, as that will make up the 3 games for what we have played in this episode. In goal, then, we're going to go for a similar team that what we have had previously. Diogo Costa in goal. Mickey van der Ven plays with Baku, De Ligt, Matty Cash coming in at right back, which means a big change in defence. Pellegrini, Fernandes and Havertz making up the midfield 3, with Kingsley Coman coming in, Moise Kean staying at striker, with Xavi Simons on the right-hand side. 6 minutes gone, at Barcelona trying to see if they can get the game underway quickly. They've got a big deficit, don't get me wrong, 5-1 on aggregate currently, but they're going to see if they can do anything. And Danny Olmo is 1-on-1, but the keeper makes a fanatic save, really good save from Diogo Costa, and he's able to put it out for a corner kick. They try and make it short with a corner, and Danny Olmo whips it in afterwards. They can't do anything with only Diogo Costa collecting the ball really well, and that kind of sees the end of that. 26 minutes gone, and Moise Kean finds Kingsley Coman. He's got the pace, he finesses it, but unfortunately for us, Mark De Stegen puts it out for a corner kick. We whip it straight in with Fernandes, not messing about whatsoever, as Mickey van der Ven does get to it, but the keeper collects really easily, and that is the end of that one. 29 minutes gone, and Barcelona nearly get through there. Another kind of decent touch, and they would have been in on goal. We intercept there with Kingsley Coman on the ball. He finds Moise Kean. He's got a bit of space, and he shrugged off his defender, and what a goal that is from the Italian man who is Moise Kean. Lovely stuff from Moise Kean. I mean, you could not write it in terms of the performances he has been putting in recently. It has been sublime from him. I mean, to be able to do that against a top defender and just make it look so simple was completely sublime. Now in the second half, a really quiet first half on our front. Barcelona did look the better of the two, but we try and make amends in this second half. We don't really need to play. I mean, 6-1 on aggregate, 1-0 on the night so far. We get a corner here as we can't really make anything of that cross. A good opportunity that we did have there. We whip it in. Kai Havertz can't get to it initially. Kingsley Coman's going to reach the ball, and he goes for the header, and once again it falls out to a man in white. Fernandes picks it up. Moise Kean, and what about that for some finish? Brilliant stuff from Moise Kean from a fair kind of range, and he takes it so well. He touches it down so well on his right foot, and he completely belts it in the top corner, if not kind of looping it over to Stegen, and he looks embarrassed with that one. It's a good goal nevertheless, but there has been many goals that have gone past him, and it was nearly one there as Moise Kean nearly makes his hat-trick as he hits the post. It falls out to Kai Havertz. We still have redeemed the ball. Simons on the ball now, weighing his options up. Tony Kroos, the substitute, Moise Kean, and that is the hat-trick. 8-1 on aggregate, 3-0 on the night. I mean, I don't think I'm going to be saying that anytime soon. What an absolute just professional performance from the lads. Brilliant stuff from Moise Kean. I mean, single-handedly, his performance has been unbelievable, and it is definitely been one to remember for himself. 73 minutes, and it's going to be a consolation if Barcelona are going to score in this tie, in all honesty. They're going to be no threat to me whatsoever. I mean, they're going to have to score 9 goals to win, so I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon, personally. I really don't. Carrasco now in on goal, as you can see, and making the most of being a substitute coming off the bench. Brilliant stuff from Yannick Carrasco. He doesn't see much game time, in honesty. He's declining with his age now in game, but he finds the back of the net, and to be honest, it is so hard to be able to keep up with it all because it's just goals galore. But we love to see it at the end of the day, and this is why that we took over Bayern Munich, because we know we had the side. It was just being able to try and get it out of the boys and be in the position that we are in now. 10 minutes left of play, and Barcelona are on the attack here. They still have got a little bit of fight in them as Dembele crosses it into Torres, and of course, if it had to be someone, it had to be Ferran Torres. If you don't get that reference, it's from my previous Levante episodes where he just kept scoring against me. It was unbelievable. Moise Kean picks up the match ball, 7 attempts, 3 goals, and he is wheeling away in absolute kind of awe. It has been brilliant stuff from Moise Kean, and I love to see it, and I hope to see it more than anything, and we continue on in our Champions League campaign. The Bundesliga table now: played 29, won 25, drawn 3, and lost 1. I mean, that one loss against Frankfurt, we could have actually been invincibles the way that we're carrying on, but it wasn't to be, and we have to continue. I mean, but look at the table. I mean, we are absolutely romping it. I don't think anyone's going to get near us from this point onwards, and we could snap up the league in literally a matter of games now, I do believe. So I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Please like and subscribe for more content just like this one, and don't forget to hit the notification button so you never miss a video. Cheers.